Okay, lighting's still bad, but I know. I have been gone for a very, very long time, but I'm back on now to start the new year. And as you guys can see, let me delete all that. And as y'all can see, we're on TradingView, man. Same thing, different strat, bro. We're on TradingView. I'm gonna walk you guys through my plan for the month of February and everything I have going on, what's been going on, and what I have planned for in the future, bro. So I don't want this video to be too long at all. So we're just gonna jump right into it so this video isn't long and I don't have to do any editing. So we're gonna get right into it. All right, so as you guys can see, we have Trade of 8 open right there, man. Yes, guys, we are now trading on Topstep. With all the stuff going on with all the funding channel, with all the Forex prop firms, I got off Forex and now I am on to futures. And I also have a funded options trading account that we'll get into that in another video. So to start it off, the new strat, guys, liquidity, straight liquidity, and that's all it is. So I'm gonna walk you guys through the day I had today and some mistakes I made today, and then come tomorrow we'll have something else. We'll just add on to it from there. So basically we have time sessions where we trade. So around 2 a.m. we always want to mark out London highs, London lows. So around 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. I woke up at around 4:30 today and I saw one of these potential setups. But as you can see, it took some time for it to play out. It took like all the way up until 7 o'clock to play out. So I didn't end up catching this position, which I'm kind of pretty heated about, and I'll walk you guys through as to why. So let's drop down to the 1 minute time frame to see what we had here. Right, so as you guys can see, we have London session highs, London session lows. All we're waiting for is a sweep of liquidity in its respective direction. So if we're looking for sales that day, we'll be looking for buy side liquidity to get taken out, and this is buy side liquidity resting above here because this is where people have their buy stops at. So once price begins to make new highs, buyers are going to start buying because to them it's a key level. Price broke a key level and they think that we're going to continue to go to the upside, but which we're not. We're going to eventually turn around and start to sweep the lows. So what I saw here, which I didn't catch this trade because I was sleeping, was after we got a market structure shift, we left behind this fair value gap right here. Price ended up tapping back into this fair value gap. Very simple trade, very easy trade. We have liquidity resting down here, so this would have been our target. And if we draw our fib from the highs to the lows, we have our discounted area, and the first fair value gap, or the first imbalance that we have showing up, is right here in this area. So this can be your first target, this can be your second target. But like I said, I didn't catch this trade. All of this is hypothetical. I should have caught this trade, but yeah, simply what you want to do, we're going to take shorts the second price taps into that fair value gap with about a 50 tick stop, and then we're just simply going to ride it all the way down to these lows. I will be catching this trade tomorrow, best believe it. Ride this trade all the way down to the lows. Boom, easy 2-to-1 right there. That's the first position I should have caught in the morning time, but like I said, I wasn't able to catch this trade because it was a little bit early, and to be quite honest with you, I just was not looking at the charts at all, which I really should have been. I'm very, very upset, but we're not gonna just harp on that the entire time. Let it affect our trading come Tuesday. So our next opportunity that we had is we want to mark out the 830. Mark out the 830 range, and then we're just going to simply chart out the highs and the lows of that 830 range. So you see we have relative equal lows over here, but luckily this wasn't the same day. So price open, the New York session opens up. Let's come back here when New York session opens up. When New York session opens up, it looks like we're going to be getting into sales again, which would have been beautiful in hindsight if we sweat buy side liquidity right here. So what I like to do is I like to type it out. Type out buy side liquidity. Is that how you spell it? Yeah. So buy side liquidity. So we're waiting for a sweep of buy side right here. You can see we never swept buy side. So now we're coming back down to the sell side. Now, after we sweep sell side liquidity, now all we're looking for is a fair value gap to form in our favor. I've seen a lot of people actually taking this setup, which was, which as you guys, well, people that actually trade the way I trade, if you know how I trade, then you know. I don't even have to say it. But for a lot of people, I saw them take this, this inverse fair value gap. So a lot of people take this inverse fair value gap, and you can see they got spanked. So I'm glad I don't trade inverse fair value gaps. I like to trade my normal guys, my normal fair value gaps. So as you guys can see, there is a fair value gap that was formed right here. There's a fair value gap that was formed right here on the 1 minute time frame, and this would have been an easy play to the upside. But the fair value gap that I was looking at that I actually didn't catch, again, I don't know what, today was kind of weird, kind of an odd day, and I really should have caught all of these trades, but I'm very, very upset that I didn't. Yeah, I'm looking for the fair value gap that I took, that I saw, and I can't really find it here. But nevertheless, this right here is a perfect example of a position you could. This was actually the one I took. LOL. Yeah. So the second price taps into that fair value gap, you can target. You can honestly target all the way up here, this area buy side liquidity, or make sure we get our 50 tick stop loss going. Get the 50 tick stop loss going, and then we pull out our fib from the highs all the way down to the lows. Find the discounted imbalance, which is find the first area within the discount that is an imbalance, and then right there. So, okay, that's good. So after we get that, you guys can see that that is an easy 3-to-1 position that we got just using this very, very simple strategy. So yeah, come tomorrow, I will be sure to be doing this, and I will upload another video for you guys if I take a trade on how it went. And yeah, right now the account balance is resting at $100,000 even. We haven't taken any positions on this account. So you guys will be with me every step of the way, and I will not leave you guys again for another 3 months. So that being said, thank you guys. I'll catch you in the next one.